Hi, this is Rory Flower. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I have posted a few videos previously, but that was a few months ago now. So from now on, I'm going to be posting videos quite regularly. I've just got a new webcam. The other one was very temperamental. Yeah. Well, I'll get on with today's topic actually, and that is it's fitness and health related. Well, it's just a whole sort of holistic fitness and health thing. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is the concept of or what some guys that have been working out for a while are experiencing, or some guys are experiencing before they even enter the gym and lift weights. And I want to talk about a specific body type, which is something that I've had for a while, and it's taken me a long time to actually realise why I've not been getting the results that I've been wanting when I've been training, and just aesthetically and how I feel in my body. I want to talk about something called skinny fat guy syndrome. Now, what that basically is it's usually somebody, usually it can be a man or a woman, but I will stick more towards sort of male sort of thing, because obviously men want to probably build more muscle mass than women do in general. So someone who's skinny fat is basically somebody who has sort of a low amount of muscle mass and a high amount of body fat. So basically what I mean by that is somebody who, let's take me for example. I'm about 155 pounds, which is 11 stone. If British people would say 11 stone. But I've got a body fat now of about 14% at the moment. Now my muscle mass is pretty low for my height, and my body fat is, percentage wise, for my height and weight, is quite high. And if you go back a year from now, I was about 165 and I was nearly 20% body fat, which basically meant I had a bit more muscle on me then than I do now, but I was very, I had no abdominal definition whatsoever. Now the problem with this physique is basically what tends to happen is you'll get guys that want to bulk up because they're quite skinny. They, usually in the 20s maybe when they first start, or maybe in the teens when they first start with weight training. The problem tends to be a lot of the time is that when these guys are trying to build muscle, they already have a layer of body fat on them. Their body fat percentage may still be 13-14% before they even try and bulk up. Now they might not look fat, obviously. If say you're 11 stone and 155 pounds and you've got 13-14% body fat, which is what I did when I first started, you're not fat, so you think that you can just eat more calories and build muscle, lift the weights, even if you've got a bit more prior knowledge of what exercises to do and things like that. It's not as simple as that, because your body type, your genetics aren't favourable. You're probably what's called an ectomorph, which is somebody who's long-limbed and doesn't carry a lot of muscle on them. But not only that, you also have the endomorphic characteristics, which is basically you starting to gain fat around the abdominal section. You start getting a bit of a pear shape sort of body type, but you don't have the muscle mass, so it sort of exacerbates it more. You don't have the V shape, you've got the pear shape sort of body type. So the problem with that is as I say, the genetics. Obviously you've got more sort of slow twitch muscle fibers. You don't have fast twitch muscle fibers, so it's going to be harder for you to build muscle to begin with. But you also have what I would say for somebody who's, like I said, is could be 150 to 155 pounds, 6 foot tall, but has like 15-16% body fat, or maybe even 13 or 14% body fat. Your hormonal balance needs to be restored. What do I mean by that? Well, basically, you have probably a high, and I know for myself, you have a high amount probably of what's called cortisol, which is a stress hormone, which breaks down muscle tissue, which interferes with testosterone, which is a very highly anabolic substance. So if you're stressing out about things and you're trying to build muscle and your body fat percentage is too high to begin with, what you need to do, and this is what I've learned the hard way, because I've gone up to 20% body fat, and I've only been 165 pounds, and I'm 6 foot tall. And yeah, you gain a bit of muscle, but your health and your fitness and your aesthetics, if it's not very good. So what you need to do, and this is what I've discovered, and this is what I'm doing at the moment, because I've had to come down from a higher weight, is you need to lose the body fat first. You need to get the body fat off first, and you might have to go down to 147 pounds, even if you're 6 foot tall, or lower than that if you're a bit smaller. But what you need to do is you need to make sure that your most of your training